Hey Brian, I just took down the fence, and now you can get a better perspective. Here's kind of what the issue I think is that we now kind of have a little bit of a drop off. It's not too bad, but it allows us to do some grading. So check it out. Now you can see the backyard. Look at the snow in the mountains back there. Can you imagine that? Check this out. Hold on. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then look, here's the junk. This is like, check this out. That's like all like auto parts right there. That's kind of ugly. We gotta cover that. Anyway, check out the perspective now of the ADU back there. So here we are on the back porch. And if you kind of walk over here, I'll hold the camera down so you can kind of see the levels a little bit. So this is what we have to figure out, is like, how do we grade this so that it looks nice? And we can do that before the fence goes in. But you know, they're just distributing some of the soil that came out from the construction. So now it's time to kind of clean everything up. There's that new shade tree, which doesn't have to be here, by the way. That was for the LID. I'll just keep shooting video here so you can see. You haven't seen stuff, or you've seen pieces of it. You can always use another video. Here's the broken fence, which we can do something. It's not bad looking. I think it's nicely painted. It's just broken. It's just rotted, I'm sure, down at the bottom. Probably those 4x4s are the key thing that needs to be replaced. That's where the gas meter is going to go, and then you can see somebody closed that up right there. This is kind of, these don't look that great. These rocks right here are kind of rickety. And then just look at this tree. I mean, I would trim this tree, you know, if it were me. This thing is a monster. It is amazing how big this tree is, and it hasn't had any love for a long time. So, you know, look how far it goes over there. Like, it goes all the way over to the, like this tree here that I put in, which is why I put it in the bucket, so we can still move it easily. But you can see how much the tree takes up. Could be that just giving it a nice trim might be the thing to do. So I just put the fence back there temporarily. That's ready for the garbage, really. It's in pretty worn out shape. So now you can see the position of the ADU versus the main house. And this is where our gates are gonna come in. What you have to do is when you step off the pavers, you open up the gate, you can't fall. So it has to be graded in such a way that there's a slope, you know, and we're kind of, now this will have gate here, so you're not going to fall off of this part here. But it just needs to be kind of cleaned up, I guess. There you can see. So this is mostly the area in question, I guess. You can see this area over here. We still got these old pavers in here. And then on Saturday, Ugo's gonna come and finish up. He's got this trim work that he still has to do on the pavers. And by the way, we got our sign off on the pavers from the sanitation department. We actually got that today. So he's gonna have to finish this right here. And you can see this was really tricky, getting this driveway with the right slope. So it's almost created a step, and we may just take some of these pavers and sort of create a step out of it. Ugo will do something nice on that. And then another area that we got to do the grading is up here in front. So now that we have the curb is completed and closed, obviously there's a deficit of dirt since that was all depressed previously. That's where the driveway was. So that all went down. So we've got to probably going to bring some dirt in, but I don't think we need to do this until we really think about landscaping, just to make sure it's kind of coordinated. But this area, all needs to be graded here, kind of make it look nice. So while we're at it, why don't I just kind of walk the property. Got to get our electricity turned on. That's where our second meter will be. And then just kind of walking through. You know, I'm going to meet the guy out here and just talk about cleaning this up. So we've got the fence. I can't remember if Don said take this out or what he said. You can see it's kind of, I'm not sure if that's broken. Yeah, it's kind of broken. It's broken. And then you can see everything started to grow because it's had so much rain out here. Up here, this is the new gutter we put in for the LID on the front, you know, to hook up the rain barrel. There it is, 10. Oh, you guys got to buy address numbers. I don't know if you want them to be the same, but this is what these look like. They have to be 4 inches high, and I'm going to have to put those on the ADU in order to get our certificate of occupancy, or our final. Here's the other rain barrel over here. There's the broken fence. So you can see the rain barrel here connects up into the gutter, a new gutter system that they made us put on. They're rather relentless. The sanitation department is. Let's see. And then here's the swale that we had to put in to capture the runoff. So let's see right here. That's the storm drain that comes out of the rain barrels. You know, it kind of comes from over there on the house. So I'm gonna get my landscape guy out here. I think we're meeting in the next couple of days. And we'll start to get his thoughts on an efficient way, or kind of what we need to do and what we have to do. Oh, look, there's a lockbox. Check it out. Okay, well then that's the way to get in and out. If you guys want to give me the code for that, if I need it. Yeah, so here we go. For your viewing pleasure. Let's see, go back here so you can imagine that, you know, we've got to fix this so that when you're walking the way I'm walking, you're going to step up, believe it or not, onto the driveway. And we had to do that simply because of the slope and to kind of stay within the parameters. You can see here on the driveway, on the concrete part, that all has to flow to the street. So that flows towards me. And then on the other side, where the line is, that's where your property begins. And everything there has to slope to the home. So that's exactly what we did. And that is all signed off and permitted and approved. And I don't know, that's about it for now.